Okay, well, hello everybody. So great to see you again. This is 21 days of essential oils and miracles. And today we're here with Sharessa Huffman. And Sharessa is pretty new at essential oils, although the doTERRA essential oils, I should say. She's been using essential oils for a while, but with doTERRA, it's kind of pretty new. So I'm kind of curious from kind of a newer person in doTERRA in the essential oils. What have you loved so far about the essential oils? What's been special about them?
I think that scents have a way of taking your mind to different places where you want them to go. And I'm I love good scents. And so for me, the oils, whenever I put them on, I just notice a difference in my mood. I notice a difference in just how I feel. I feel kind of like I just came from a spa. So like very, very relaxed, especially when I have the AromaTouch. And with a combination with the oils, it's had me into like some of the deepest relaxation that I've really been in. And I love massages, and I usually get them pretty frequently. Mm-hmm. And it's really, and I haven't really had that experience where I've been that deeply relaxed.
Has it been with AromaTouch specifically?
Yeah. When I had the AromaTouch, that's really what gave me like when I was just so deeply relaxed. And then even when I came back from having the AromaTouch with you, everyone noticed. They were like, it's like everything shifted about me. And so I do notice that because I do feel that it's important, because I don't think we realize it when it happens, when our energy starts to go down. So it's like, and for me, I've said this before, I have to work extra hard to keep my energy up. It's like I have to do actions that get my energy back up to where I feel good, I'm motivated, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And so this is just one way that it really helps me to really kind of get back into that, raise my energy level back up, and then where I'm able to feel like myself again. Because depending on where I am in the world, my energy is affected different ways, So it's, when I'm like where I am now, I have to make sure that it's like I have to work. It's just like additional. Mm-hmm. And so that really helps me. So I use my diffuser. I love the smell. It's an instantly just shifts the energy in the room, especially when I make sure everything's tidy in its place, clean, swept. Then I turn my diffuser on, especially before I go to sleep. I have a really, really good night's sleep. And I think really too, cause even my dreams, I dream like very, very interesting dreams. And so I think it's really good to have that scent in the air, that pleasantness, and it's just the sound of the water, pumping out of it. It's all around just very, very peaceful. And so it really helps me to have better dreams. I know it sounds kind of weird, but like for me, it's just, that's just what my experience, because my dreams can be very, very intense. So like I said, I just have to have different things in place that really help me, to just be 100% and to have good energy and, and to experience dreams in a way where they're helpful to me, instead of something that's like where I don't really understand it. I know that sounds really odd, but it really just came to me that's really been an experience for me, is when I have it on at nighttime, I notice just my dreams are a bit more peaceful.
Awesome. That's great. Actually, I never heard of that before, but I love that awareness that's happening.
I think it just has to do with the scent, like I said, whenever you could smell something, like say if you went to if you went to somebody's house and it had a similar smell to your grandma, it's going to take you right back to when you're at your grandma's house, or certain scents will take us back to places. Right. And so I think that that's a really important thing, is to, to have something that you can take in, breathe in, that will take you back to a peaceful, relaxed state. And that will instantly raise your energy up and get you from low to high. And so, so I think that kind of plays a part in it. Mm-hmm. So.
Now you also have a son, right? So I'm kind of curious. Have you used it with him at all? Is that made a difference?
I have, yeah. And plus he sleeps in the same room as I do now, like, because he always likes to sleep with me.
And how old is he, Sharessa?
He's 8. Yeah, he's 8. He's very hyperactive. He loves, he's just very, 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 very hyper. He's also very, very, very intuitive, and he feels a lot. And so then environments affect him as well. And so, and we're both affected by where we are in the world, depending on, it's differently, right? He just gets really hyper, really active, really all over the place. And so I did try the oils with him, and even just having the diffuser going, like he's just a lot more calm. And when I did use it on him, he just really liked it. He was very relaxed. His energy was just more, just not as super hyper in your face. It was just more just like very relaxed. So
awesome.
He likes it. He likes the way that it smells and stuff like that too. So
awesome. I love it. Is there one oil? We talked about one oil, right? What really made a difference for you so far? Is there one oil you want to kind of point out and tell us why?
I really love Balance. I like Balance. I love the way that it smells. And for me, in my mind, I feel like when I hear the word balance and I smell it, it just kind of, I think of balance, coming back into balance. And so so just for me, I think that's really important because, again, like I said, I have to work really hard to stay balanced and to keep my energy, going and up.
Yeah.
So that one really, I just love the way that I just love the way that it makes me feel. And I kind of just do a little drops of actually kind of all of my little kit. It's the AromaTouch kit, the Technique kit. Mm-hmm. I kind of put them all on in my diffuser, and that for me has done I know like they're really great on the body, and I love them on my body, but I also love them in my diffuser because it just like how it just permeates throughout the whole entire room and even the house. But the balance to put on my body has been really, really good. I just notice I feel better. I feel lighter, breezier, more, how do I say it? More balanced. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to for a moment just look for a second at balance. If it's okay with you, because it feels. So I looked this up a little bit just because I want people to have a little bit of idea about what is in balance. So there's several oils in there. You can see some of them is like spruce, hobout, frankincense, blue tansy, chamomile. So if you're talking about the balance, I love that there, because something like spruce is a very grounding oil, right? And frankincense is also it's kind of a medium note, but it really helps for anti-inflammation. It also helps to kind of really rest and reduce some of the tension in the body. Blue tansy is awesome, and chamomile too, to actually go to sleep with. So I love balance as a combination blend as well. Now, balance can only be taken aromatically or topically. You don't have to dilute it if you take it topically, but it's not supposed to be taken internally. And you mentioned so many of the things already, like use before bed for a night's sleep, right? And you can add it to your wrist or to your neck. It helps with balance, with tranquility. And I kind of like this last piece, and I never thought about it, but diffuse in your car during road trips to create a calm environment. And I was thinking about that for my kids, and as I'm going on a road trip, it'd be fun to actually just take a balance in the car with you, right? And just see how it feels. I love that kind of idea that we can use balance in that sense too. So just wanted to share some of those ideas as well that you can do that. Thinking about, go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Thinking about AromaTouch, I just want to go there for a second, because AromaTouch is 8 different oils on the back and on the feet, right? And it does have a very different experience than anything else. What would you think for you, going besides the kind of making you really relaxed? Is there anything else that it did for you, the AromaTouch method itself?
I'm sorry, one more time. I didn't hear the last part. I'm having some.
I see. Yeah.
My son, he keeps saying, he's like, "Mommy."
Of course, when on the phone, it always happens, right?
It always happens. Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the last question?
No, the AromaTouch. See if besides the kind of de-stressing and relaxing, and kind of the balancing, anything else why you would recommend for people to actually take the AromaTouch and do the AromaTouch method?
Yeah, because we don't realize it, but I mean, most people suffer from anxiety and stress, and they're overworked, and, and before you know it, you're just down. And so I think that it's important, it's important to take care of yourself, and to always constantly update how you feel, and, and bring yourself back to center and remain present, because, life gets so hectic, with family and these kinds of things. So I think it's important really on a daily basis to really make sure, check in with yourself. And I think that this is just a great activity to do for yourself, to first take care and to just stop for a minute and breathe and just pay attention to how you feel and where your emotions are. And for me, when I do that, I do notice I'm like, I have to like regroup and recenter more often, than when I'm in Costa Rica or somewhere like that.
Right.
Right. But I think, especially for here where we live in the United States, we're constantly bombarded with so many things going on. And I feel it, I feel like even the frequencies from the TV, and I know that sounds really, for some people that may be like, whoa, what do you mean the frequencies from the TV? But it's very harsh. It's very bombarding in your mind and in your spirit, and you can just feel it. And, so I just always have to like literally get into this peaceful, relaxed state. And so with this, it's just one way that I really, really am able to just stop for a minute, breathe, and then just take care of myself.
Awesome. I love it. Okay. And it's almost, our 15 minutes are almost up already. So it goes fast, but I would love to kind of see if you have any kind of last tips. If you have somebody who really is kind of really looking new at the oils and wondering if this is for them, what would you say to them as a kind of a last?
Well, I would really ask myself, why was I even looking at it in the first place? What's going on in your life that needs calming? And really, really figure out like, what is it? What do you have in place now that's helping you when you do have the stress and anxiety? And if you don't have anything, put something in place. This is one way. There's a million different ways that we can, put practices into place, and yoga, meditation, and all these things. But this is one way where you can just really daily focus on yourself and really check in with yourself and take care. And just and really ask yourself, is this what you really need? Like, and I guarantee you most people will say, yes, I need that, because I know almost everyone that I meet is going through some type of stress or just up and down in their life. And so, this is just a great way. It's one way that just, for me, I know it works, to just be able to just really, really calm myself and really just regain focus. So, and there's so many different ones that really have different purposes and things like that. And really just be open to it, because a lot of times some people might be like, well, how is it the oils that are working? And I think it has to go with you and your mindset as well, and your mind and your attitude about it. If you be open and you allow it, to just try it out and just see how you feel, I think, I don't think anybody would be disappointed, because who doesn't want to, be around amazing scents and healing oils and, that kind of thing. So, so I just say, just be open, be very open-minded to it, because it's actually the simplest things that really help us the most.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you, dear, for coming on.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
It was awesome. We'll have this posted, so we'd love to hear all your Facebook. If you have any kind of comments or questions, we're here as well. So we'll post this, and you can listen to it again if you want to. And also, like I said, have some comments so we can have some more discussion, because we'd love to have that. Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, dear. And we'll talk soon. Okay. Bye.